he's doing. My husband and I, Tony, co-host the Progressive Union radio show we started in 2012. Part of why we started it is because we felt that the media was very right, slanted to the right, and we felt that the left needed a voice. I'm here today to make some news, and I really want you to pay attention because the media and a lot of us get very distracted by Donald Trump. Every tweet and everything he says. In the meantime, the Republicans are using him as a distraction. Because a lot of what we're worried about here, they're plotting to do worse to us. And nobody's reporting it. Yesterday, Politico, on a Saturday night, released a copy of the Republicans' replacement plan for Obamacare. And as I suspected, it has been taken from our new Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price's bill, Dr. Death, his 2015 bill, Empowering Patients First. Don't you love the flowery language they always use? There's nothing about patients first. So they're plotting a robbery, and the first part of the robbery that's going to be committed by them, the victims are going to be all of you. And it's not just going to be the people that are on the ACA now. It's going to affect about 85% of us. The way that they're going to fund their plan is by taxing the insurance you get from your job. They are going to tax the insurance that you get from your employer.
What happens to fiscal responsibility?
That went out the window. You see, Obamacare, as you all know, is funded by raising taxes a little bit for the top 1%. But those are their donors. So they want to give them that money back. They don't even know they don't have. So what are they going to do? They're going to tax us, the hard-working American people they keep talking about.
It's like how we're going to pay for the border wall.
That's true. So they've been hiding the plan. The Democrats keep saying they don't have a plan, right? The media keeps saying they don't have a plan. But they have a plan. They've always had Price's plan. They gave him a big job. He had over 80 co-sponsors. So that's the plan. And now we're finding out it is. They're also going to change how they structure the vouchers that they give you to get care. They're going to favor age over income. So I read in the New York Times the other day, the writer used a great example. She said Rex Tillerson, who's our Secretary of State, who is wealthy, he'll get a big voucher, but the guy that works at Starbucks who's 24, he's not going to get so much. So they're diverting the money. You know, they're always saying that we're doing that. We're giving all the money to the poor people and taking away from the hardworking people. They're projectors. Like Ron said about rationing care, how they say that, single payer is bad. They project what they're going to do on what we're going to do. So everybody here, raise your hand if you get your insurance from your job, or your spouse gets insurance and you get it from your job. So that's really almost everybody. So that's not 20 million people. That's almost everybody. So who here likes more taxes? Who likes it? I didn't think so. So what do we do now? Like, we know this. Politico reported it. You can go to their website. And they're one of the ones that were banned, by the way, from the press briefing. I wonder why. And God bless whoever leaked the plan. Because we talk about it, but the mainstream media is not. So whoever got fired from leaking the plan, God bless you, you're a patriot. So what can we do? So what we should do, and I've been talking to Congressman Swazi. I've talked to him twice. And I gave this presentation to him, and I thought it was a winning argument. Nobody likes taxes. Get on the House floor and talk about their plan. What are you waiting for? Chuck Schumer? It's time to change. We have to fight. So if all of you that live in all different districts take this information and bring it to your friends, even your Republican friends, because I guarantee they don't want to pay more taxes. And the article's right here, And they can get Price's plan online. I got it. You need to tell your congresspeople, your senators, that they need to denounce this plan, that it is an increase on taxes. And the taxes, remember, are going to go to your employer too, because they have to pay taxes on your earnings. So small business gets hurt. So you're not rewarding work. You're punishing people for working, having a job, and having health insurance.
Tell the politicians that you'll primary them.
Well, of course, that would be the next step.
Here for their jobs.
But the problem is that if this happens and we get taxed on the value of our health insurance that we get, which probably none of us know how much our employers pay. It could be $20,000, $30,000 for a family easily, right? Do you want to pay those taxes? I don't. And I don't think that we should be funding a plan that is actually worse than what we have now. So, they wouldn't be hiding it. So you need to tell your congressperson that you want to see them en masse. I mean, if we have indivisible groups here, and Move On, and all these different organizations, go back to your people and say, we need to do this Monday. Because they're going to start moving this. Once it's done, we're not going to be able to undo it. They only need 50 votes to make these changes. So it needs to be said on the House floor, maybe go on one of the shows, possibly, and talk about the fact that their plan is higher taxes. And it'll be over. They'll lose, we'll win. Then we can move on to single payer. But we don't have single payer yet. We can't let them take away our health insurance from our jobs. So that was the main reason I came here today, because I know not everybody's going to read Politico. I know tomorrow is going to be Trump all day long about his little speech to Congress. And the Republicans love it, because there's their shiny object while they commit robbery, because they're after the rest of it. If you go and read Price's bill, they're going to make Medicare a voucher program. They're going to make Medicaid a block grant program, and that affects half the kids in the country, people that are disabled, old people. It's all bad. The entire bill is all bad, and it's there. It's there. Every time they say that there's no plan, I just scream at the TV, and I can no longer scream at the TV anymore. So, if you want to follow us on Facebook, I'm going to do some shameless promoting. We are the Progressive Union. We are on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Progressive U. We are on iTunes.